Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. You're right now calling into me, Ring Jalen. And life is a highway, and we're gonna ride it all day and all night till we get to the semi-final 2 of Melodi Grand Prix. And our guest today, he is already on his way there to make sure that the party factor is turned up to the maximum. He is a Norwegian Grammy nominated party anthem hitmaker and a semi-finalist for semi-final 2 of MGP. But also, let's face it, based on the massive reaction around the world, he's a future finalist of MGP. No matter what, he's the winner, and his name is Jone. Hey, how is it going, man?
Thank you so much, man.
How does it feel, to see the reaction to your participation in MGP?
It's been amazing. Been received so lovely by everyone who's seen me participating, the song, everything. It's been totally amazing, to be honest.
And also, what made you want to go on this MGP journey?
Well, it's the biggest music competition in the world, so why not give it a shot? Started this year off with like making normal singles and music and stuff like that, and the two people, my two best friends who I produce music with, we figured out that we wanted to make a song that we wanted to send out to MGP in Norway for trying to participate, but we didn't have the time to finish the demos that we were making, so we actually figured that we wanted to postpone it and try again now this year in 2023 instead. But we in Norway, there's always songwriting camps for MGP, and someone that I know had gotten a message from one of those songwriting camps requesting a heavy vocal that would match perfectly with sort of like a party song, and then he sent that song over to me, asking me to try and record some vocals for this song. And the same day that I recorded those vocals, when I got home in the evening, Stig Karlsson from MGP called me and was like, "Yeah, I think we should do this." So that was pretty awesome.
That's perfect. Now, when you first heard like the demo and everything, how did you feel about the song?
I fell in love with it instantly, and I thought that this song would match my voice perfectly for like the energy and the feel and the sound of the song. Always when I make music, I always want to have like an extravagant ending at the end of the song, and that, of course, I do the same here as well.
The most streamed song of the year, like this could be a top 10 Eurovision.
What have you seen of like the reactions to the song? What have you noticed?
What I've seen is people, or that the song has been like an earworm for almost everyone that's heard the song, and that's the best thing that could happen, in my opinion. That people remember it after listening to it for the first time, and people just love the song. They love that it's like sort of like an EDM party song that's participating in MGP, because normally there's a lot of like normal pop songs and ballads and stuff like that. So people have been really pleased that it's not like the normal Norwegian music or songs, but it's still like a party song, and so like the balance between those two has been really nice, and people seem to love it.
One of the great things about Ekko Inni Meg is how it combines the modern EDM and also the traditional folk music of Norway. So what has been in mind while creating the stage show, and have you enjoyed the process of putting this together?
That has been awesome, to be honest. So I have 4 dancers with me who's got an amazing choreography. I think it will be unique. It's high energy, and it's a lot of stuff happening within the whole show. And being a part of seeing how all of this has come together it's been amazing. It's something that I've never tried before, and I've never seen this process before. So it's been a journey, to be honest.
That's so cool to hear. Yeah, and is this kind of like a way for us to see how it would be to go to like a concert of yours also, just with more dancers, or?
Yeah, to be honest, it's sort of like the same. When I'm doing normal concerts, yeah, it's high energy. It's party all over the place. So it will be similar, but this time it's more planned and more serious, if you know what I mean, but still fun and still energetic, and everything that I normally take to my own concerts. So yeah, I think this will probably be my best concert that I've ever had.
Because how is a typical concert for you?
Well, I usually lose my breath while I'm singing, because I'm jumping all over the place and doing everything I can for the people that are watching to join and feel the energy and want to jump and sing as well. So I'm going to do pretty much the same, but yeah, just as I said, more planned out and more structure to the whole show.
Very excited to see that. Now, you being associated with MGP, what comes to mind when you hear Melodi Grand Prix? Like, who are some of the people who defined it for you?
Oh, that's a good question, to be honest. Well, when I've thought about MGP before, I've always thought about Jahn Teigen. Because he's like a legend, was a legend in Norway when it came to MGP. But at a later date, it's been the first time I've really watched the show and seen all the semifinals and everything. It was the year that actually the year that Tix won, because that year there was also some friends of mine who participated. That was Tuvaya was one of them, and River. So both of those was signed to the same record label as me. So I watched the show to see them, and of course Tix has been a huge inspiration for me musically throughout the years. So that was like the first time that I really fell in love with MGP and Eurovision. So that was sort of like the year that I figured, all right, I want to be a part of this.
So how does it feel like to see friends of yours like here Tuvaya and River both having so great performances there? Like Tuvaya, that's one of the most iconic performances I've seen. Like Flyg meg på garden was my favorite that year. I love that one. It was so much fun. How does it feel like to see them, people come up on that stage and do that kind of performances?
It's kind of surreal, because these are people that people that you've talked to, who participates in the biggest song contest in Norway and also in the world if they had gotten through to Eurovision. But it was pretty cool to sit behind the TV screen and was like, yeah, I know those guys. That was pretty cool. Well, River are the people, or the main vocalist from River has become a close friend of mine.
Have you gotten some good advice from the main singer, since he's now been in MGP 2 times with River and Circus?
The only thing that I got from him is that he wishes me the best of luck, of course, and just do what I do when I'm on stage, because I've played with Circus 2 or 3 times now, a couple places, and yeah, whenever I see those 2 guys from Circus, we just hang out and talk and stuff like that. But he haven't given me any advice. I just said enjoy the ride and do the best I can and don't think too much about it, and yeah, just do what I do best.
People from all over the world are now finding out who you are, and this is for many people the first introduction to your music. How would you describe it, and are there any songs in particular you would like to shout out for the first time listeners?
If no one has ever heard my music before, I would recommend listening to Eventyr.
For hun var alt han ville ha, en vakker drøm fra første dag. Og han var alt som skulle til for at hun skulle komme seg vekk fra glam og stil.
That's my biggest song, and it's the song that I'm most proud of. It's #1 on my Spotify profile, so it's not that hard to find. But yeah, just listening through that song, the sound of it, if you don't understand what I'm saying, I think the sound of the vocals are quite appealing, even though it's in Norwegian. So that's the song I would recommend if anyone wants to listen to my other music that I've released.
before we end the interview, is there anything like final message you want to say to the people watching at home?
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of things I would like to say. Thank you for all the messages that I've gotten and all the love I've gotten from all around the world. It seriously means a lot to me, and I'd never imagined that so many people would reach out and say that I'm their favorite, and yeah, just all the love that I've got. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me, and it makes it so much easier to have fun with the whole project instead of being nervous all the time.
So where can people, you know, follow you to stay connected with you, you know, on your journey to MGP and also beyond?
Well, the two platforms that I'm most active on is Instagram and TikTok, and that's Jone.official. Posting like stories regularly on Instagram and videos on TikTok. Mostly now we're posting of one of the choreography dances that are going to be in the show on next Saturday, trying to get people to learn that dance. So if anyone wants to try that, go right ahead.
Perfect. Then we'll make sure to follow you, you know, on your journey in MGP, beyond, and whatever happens, you know, this is such a huge win. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk here on Eurovision Talk.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.